Hey, and we are the Coalition Loud and Proud, Civilly Disobedient Media. We are near outside room 35, House Finance, and we're here with Cumberland Representative Mia Ackerman. She's not my rep, but she's awfully close to being my rep. Confession, I wish she was my rep. So anyhow.
Thank you.
Representative Ackerman, we had some concerns come up this weekend. In 2019, you were the moving spirit behind legislation that specifically was to prevent businesses from going non-cash, that businesses would be required to accept cash.
That's correct.
It appears to us, based on statements made, as well as my own personal tour of the stadium on Saturday, that cash is not allowed at the new Tidewater Landing Soccer Stadium. Now, there's a building there, amongst other things, that acts as sort of a convenience store. To even get in the building, you have to do a successful swipe on your ATM, debit, or credit card of $25 authorization, and then you're allowed to shop in the building. I know you probably want to fact check this yourself.
I want to fact check this.
Right, but do these type of reports concern you, and is it certainly against the spirit of the legislation?
I agree. No, they should accept cash. Cash is king. It's the basis of our economy, and it should be accepted. So what will happen is I'm going to need to investigate and find out. And if they're not able to, they're going to have to change their way, or I will get in touch with the Attorney General's office, and they will move appropriately.
You know, a significant percentage of Rhode Island citizens are still unbanked. And what I mean by that is they work in a cashless world. For any one of a number of reasons, they may not have a checking account.
That is correct. It's very discriminatory
Right.
to those, for any number of reasons, don't have credit cards, don't have access to debit cards. There is a big chunk of the population that applies to.
Right, and a growing segment of the, if you will, of the business community is actually working to force people into banking relationships, which again can be very expensive.
I agree.
And it's very expensive to be poor in Rhode Island, isn't it?
It is expensive to be poor, but it's not. We're not the only state. As a matter of fact, my bill was so well received that they were going to try to do it nationally, Congress, but I guess it just fell through the cracks. But it is something that they should do nationally.
And just one last question with respect to the stadium. This is a stadium that's largely taxpayer subsidized. $10 million of APRA money in the city of Pawtucket was presented. Tens of millions of dollars was laid out by the state. There's a bond out there that ultimately, at some level, we're all going to be on the hook for.
I agree with you. I agree with your sentiments, and I think it's going to be incumbent upon me to go and find out exactly what's going on, and I will. And then we will take action from there.
Great.
So thank you for bringing that to my attention.
No, you were the moving spirit behind this bill, and it's made a lot of differences to people here in Rhode Island because
I'm happy to hear that.
They're getting squeezed out of the banking system.
Isn't that something? It's wrong on so many levels, and I'm so glad you brought this to my attention because nobody else has as of yet.
Well, look forward to your response, and again, as always, look forward to just how closely you're willing to work with folks like myself.
Great. Thanks so much, Pat.